Hello and welcome to a new video about Island Monsters Tower Defense Evolved. I know you guys like the intro and thank you for it. So this video will be about how I use my skills and how I set my target options for my towers. A lot of you guys have been asking how I do it, so here it is. At the moment on this map I have Snake Naga as my damage dealer, Rave just for the aura, and I have the Golem here with the new pet, the Trooper bot, which boosts base skills, which boosts Rave's aura, and I get more experience. So let's talk about skills first, and then we go to targeting options, and then we go back to skills. The first skills that we're going to talk about is Experience Boost and Gold Lust. Experience Boost and Gold Lust are the most important ones. Basically, Rave is your highest special tower, which means he has the highest boost that he can give. But Experience Boost and Gold Boost, Gold Lust do not stack. What do I mean with that? If, for example, you have Soul Mage here, he has Experience Boost 2, and my Rave has Experience Boost 4. If they were applied on the same target, only the Experience Boost 4 will count, and the Experience Boost 2 will be wasted. That's why it's really important to have different target options, so you can get more experience per hour and more gold per hour. Since Rave is the highest special, you will always, while farming, you will do boss rushes. So that's why you basically tag it on boss only, because it will give the most experience, but also the most gold. For targeting options, I pick closest to tower, it doesn't matter. And focus attacks on bosses. So that means that whenever a boss spawns, Rave will target it and apply his Gold Lust and his experience boost. So how do we do it for the other towers then? I do not tag on boss only, because I wanted to tag the normal enemies as well. I actually wanted to tag the normal enemies and not the bosses. So for energy source, it doesn't matter. Energy source stacks, so you don't have to worry about that. You can just freewheel it. You want it to apply as fast as possible, so do not tag on boss only. The interesting target options here are closest to tower or maybe weakest enemy, but I picked closest to tower because it's also applicable to the pet that I'm using, but I'll get into that later. So why not furthest in maze? That's a very good question. So let's spawn another one. Let's spawn Death Mage. As you can see, they're all running through here, and when a wave starts, they will both actually tag on the furthest into enemy because they're furthest into the maze, and they are closer to the tower, which is normal. But if I, for example, add Wind Mage to the party, and I go to General and I see Restore, instantly refresh the skill cooldown of other towers within range. They're both within range, so as you can see, it restored. That means it has the chance to do an experience boost again. If it were tagged with furthest in maze, both Death Mage and Soul Mage would tag on the same enemy again, and that's not what you want. So during your waves, when you get the restores, you basically want closest to tower, because when they're all running here and they're like in front of here, in front of Soul Mage, he's gonna tag that guy. Death Mage is gonna tag the guy that's like right over here. And that's how you apply the experience boost to two different targets and you get more experience per hour. It seems small, but the amount of times that you get restored, the amount of... it adds up. It's really good. For Wind Mage, I actually do the same. So I have Butterfly on him, and I want as many procs as possible. So I also have closest to tower. In this case, on this map, it doesn't actually matter. But if you, for example, go to Haunted Dungeon and you put Wind Mage like over here, closest to tower will be like over here somewhere. And it will be a little bit different. Like, for example, Snowfall, if you put him here and your damage dealer is here, Wind Mage will basically attack all the stuff that's here, and your damage dealer will kill everything that's like right over here, which allows you to get more procs. But yeah, on this map it doesn't matter because they die right next to it, and the gold lost is just applied to the first one, which is fine. Then we have the debuff towers as well. Oh, I'll talk about pets first. So as you can see, I have Moth Luna on Death Mage, and I have Moth Moon on Soul Mage. Nice one, Cypher. And that's also why I have closest to target. I don't know why, but if it's attacking the one that's furthest into maze and that guy's dying, it doesn't actually hit it. And it feels like it generates less energy per hour, but it shouldn't, because whenever you tag an enemy that is dying and your projectile is basically flying through the air, it still applies. That was fixed a few patches ago. But it still feels like you get less energy per hour. That's why I also have it too closest to tower, and I make sure that the kill zone is not right next to Soul Mage and Death Mage. Maybe it's just in my head, but it feels like it. So that's why I still do it. For example, you have Scorpion King, a very cool guy. Don't want that. I've actually set it to strongest enemy. Because Scorpion King has the cool perks of Poison and Assassinate. Of course, for Poison and Assassinate to work, you actually have to put skill support off. Really important, do not forget that. So why do I put it on strongest enemy? My thought process was like, if he's actually attacking the guy who's furthest in maze, then he might assassinate a guy that's on 5% health. So if we're at higher waves, because I use Scorpion King to push together with Ice Mage in my last video, if the guy who is furthest, I mean, your damage dealer is always attacking furthest in maze, right? So if he's attacking it, and basically his well, let me just remove some stuff. So whenever he's attacking him and the guy who's furthest is already at 5%, you don't want Assassinate to proc on a guy that has 5% health. I mean, that's just ridiculous, right? You want a strong enemy, you want a guy with full health that dies, so you have more time to kill other stuff. Same with poison. You basically apply the poison to the guy with the strongest to the strongest enemy, which is basically the guy with the most health. And that's basically it. I also have Ice Mage. I actually do not put teleport on boss only because I also have strongest enemy on. And I do not have focus attack bosses because whenever a boss spawns, the boss has the most health, which is instantly the strongest enemy. That's why you don't actually need focus boss here. And then it will just apply his teleport to the boss and all the other skills as well, including Assassinate. But if it's not there, if it's not on the map, then you want to use Assassinate on the guy with the highest health, which is not the guy furthest in maze, basically. And that's basically it about my targeting options and how I use my skills. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you guys next time.